Okay. Looks like VonIvan went straight for NKVD.
Yep, wants to get access to the radio intercept from that commander.
That's true, yeah.
So first engagement here for his closing distance with his Stern Pioneers. And BaoLiang getting bullied with these combat engineers. They're fighting valiantly.
I've seen Bao and Von do like this 2 tier 1 start, like an auto match before. They don't really believe in going tier 2, it seems.
Really?
Yeah. They like to go like double flame car and then try to bully opponents in the early game real hard, but I feel like if the opponents are pretty decently skilled, they can hold it back. And like Axis are getting double fuel right now. Double munitions too. It's going to be really rough for allies if they don't get a grip.
Yep, looks like they're bringing both their penals onto the left-hand side. That's where they want to make their impact.
Yep.
Just where the Stern Pioneers very easily. Here comes Google trying to join in on the fun.
Yeah, first scout car for VonIvan's out. Looks like Bao's actually going to go for a second penal instead of the scout car too.
It does make a little bit of sense because those scout cars can drop off pretty hard.
Yeah.
In the mid game. And you know, there's an Aussie player on the right hand side as well, so they do have house over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a complete collapse on the left-hand side for Flores. Had to fully retreat, as you would expect, with 2 teams worth of tier 1 pushing over there. Getting in production for Flores. Just seal the score with that M3. VonIvan's got a lot of squads back in base.
Yeah. No healing either.
No.
It's gonna be kind of rough for the VonIvan team, actually. I think. I feel like they're about to get pushed off pretty quick on the left-hand side here. And this MG42 is just locking down the right-hand side. VonIvan's troops just had a retreat again.
Yep. The radio intercept, well, you can see what they're building, but you can't see where they are on the map.
Yeah.
MG42's causing some headaches over there. Let's bring it right up to an aggressive position as well.
Alright, Bao's flame car is about to come online and might wipe this MG. Never mind.
MG soft retreating. Penal standing their ground pretty good against these Volksstreams here. I think they're actually going to win that engagement. So they're going to maintain control of the left. Oh, and the MG had to retreat there. So that opens up the full right-hand side as well. So it looks like the experts starting to take control after a shaky start.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Looks like he was trying to bait the flame car to run after the low HP Volks, but then they know they have a Raketin somewhere because of radio intercept too.
Yeah.
Especially on like a small map like this, it's pretty easy to predict where the Raketin's gonna be.
Enemy has broken our supply lines.
Oh, it's trying to kite, but Faust gets in there anyway.
Yeah. Massive push out from the Axis.
Oh my god, this is a huge army.
Yeah. I think they should be able to pretty easily take. Oh, nice shot, nice shot.
Down goes the M3. He knew the Raketin was there too. Some sloppy play from VonIvan.
Yeah, Von's unit preservation is pretty legendary.
Yeah, that's how he did so well at GCS2.
Flame half track is upgrading for Caesar, for Caesar. Should be able to take back the right hand side. I don't see any AT. Yeah, I don't see any AT on the ally side, so this should be an easy pushback.
Yeah, well, BaoLiang hasn't selected a commander. Can go for the M42, the revised anti-tank gun.
Have you played against that thing? Like, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I feel like it has a role in the early game, but you know, some people were saying how good it is against medium tanks, but I don't think that's really true. It drops off pretty hard.
Do you remember how much pop cap it costs, that thing?
I can't remember. It's only 200 manpower though. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the satchel in the middle. Oh!
Nice.
Flores, no reactions. Now he reacts though. Is he going to be able to get the one?
Yeah, he should be able to wipe this. This is easy wipe. He was microing the left-hand side. He forced an abandon on the scout car with the Raketin.
Yeah, and sometimes satchels don't trigger grenade warning, so VonIvan chucked that one over the hedgerow, so
Yeah.
no other alert. Oh,
Hit a mine. Hit a mine. Oh, there's the baby AT gun coming out. It's like BaoLiang did decide to go for urban defense.
so it's 6 supply. So that's I think regular AT guns are 7 supply. So that's actually pretty close to a regular AT gun in terms of pop cap.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be more like 5. But that does mean we're going to see both the Soviet commanders, both Urban Defense and NKVD. So it's pretty exciting. Probably going to see the KV2 as well, because that thing is buff.
KV2 on this map is actually extremely strong, even in the current patch. Like, if you place it above, you know, that shot blocker above the right-hand munition, that huge like row of hedges across the river. If you just plop down the KV2 right behind it, it can cover both VPs at that too. It's ridiculous.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
I've lost a few games against really good players that do that. It's very annoying to deal with. Especially if you don't have an Elephant or a JT. And they don't in this game, so...
No, have to play with the revised commanders.
I think that's kind of like a flaw in the tournament, like...
Oh, I think otherwise people just wouldn't pick them, right? So you just have to do it that way.
I guess. Maybe if they made a rule where it's like one of the teammates had to pick it or something, but...
No, I think that even then that's just not enough. Oh my god, this flame half-track.
Yeah, I might get this wipe. Wow.
Ouch.
14 kills.
That thing's still a beast in this patch, hasn't been changed. Oh, shock troops, that's ambitious.
Going straight in.
Oh, he's getting chopped down from multiple angles here.
Yeah.
It's like he's shooting it.
Ooh. If he had stayed for like a split second more, he might have been able to wipe that stern.
I think the whole time he was focusing down on the Kubo instead of the stern plane.
Oh yeah, you're right.
BaoLiang, slightly error in his targeting. Allies
Good
are.
flak half from Boris.
Oh my god, that's super late. 10-minute flak half track. Usually expect that about 3 minutes earlier than this.
Yeah.
It does maintain utility. There's the R2 Sternvik in that commander, so we'll have something to shoot down if he keeps it alive that long.
It's true. Looks like we got some new JLI. Pretty interested to see how well those guys do.
42 forcing away the flak half track. See, that's what it's really good for.
Yeah, just like keeping away live vehicles, but it doesn't have the can't really kill them, you know?
It does have a pretty good rate of fire. It's just you kind of can't catch them by surprise as well because it takes 4 shots instead of 2. So they've got more time to react to that first hit.
So we got a T-70 out for Bao. And Von, actually. Bao's going off on one of them. But no follow-up, I think.
42 out of range.
Oh,
T70
Flame Half Track
chasing him.
and Black Half Track are kind of in trouble right now.
Yeah, it's going deep. He's got prioritized vehicles
Did they
on.
plant any mines? I think they planted mines earlier, but I don't see any.
Squad comes forward for the Faust, but can he get the flak half track before?
Ooh, no, he can't. Just barely.
Unfortunate for the allies. Shock troop is pushing through the middle, trying to keep these AT guns that are pushing up honest. Rakitten gets... Oh, misses the first shot with the Rakitten.
Yeah.
This is very unfortunate.
Allies really need to get a grip on VPs, though. They're bleeding out real quick.
Well, that's the thing. When you go double tier 1, no machine gun to lock down a VP, it does make it
no lockdown at all.
very, very tricky.
I feel like they're getting like really pigeonholed onto the left-hand side right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just so tough without those support weapons. They just run into a machine gun on that right-hand side and then rinse and repeat.
Yeah, no snipers either to help out.
No, they do have shock troops now, and they're heading over there. They do have the change now where Smoke and HE are on different cooldowns once again.
I thought they changed that back. Did they?
No, yeah, they're not on the shared cooldown anymore.
Okay,
so
okay.
it does make them a lot stronger against machine guns again.
Flame Half Track's gonna mop up the shots on the right, but it looks like we got a huge fight on the left.
Yeah, carnage.
Just constant fighting.
Oh wow, BaoLiang lost his penis. Oh. T70 now in trouble as well. Takes a Faust and a Rakitten shot. Trying to back it away.
Should be fine. Might even wipe this, folks.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
So I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen any light vehicles from VonIvan yet.
The T70.
More like any more.
Oh, but he lost it, yeah.
Oh, what?
They just have... Oh, wow. What is he doing?
Why did he leave his T70 there? That is...
Yeah, that's very questionable.
Sloppy play. That Rakitten was just chasing him the whole time. As soon as he stopped, unless he backed it like all the way to base, basically, that Rakitten was going to chase him all the way. So things are looking very grim for VonIvan and BaoLiang here, losing both their light vehicles. A couple squad wipes for BaoLiang as well. They're in trouble. Oh,
They just have no units. Like, it's kind of weird, actually. Like,
well,
if you like, look at Caesar's army and then look at like Bond's army. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Well, they did get a wipe just then on the Jaeger lights.
Our industry grows to support
So
us.
that's something.
Oh, some canister shells being used by the baby AT gun.
Yeah, they do have a decent AoE, but the amount of damage they put out is
Yeah,
not.
the damage is really low.
Yeah. Partial dodge on the rifle grenade, but still does heaps of damage. Here's the baby AT
It's actually
gun.
going off on the middle VP. Might get this MG. Nice. But no follow-up. Actually,
Might be able to
Martino
steal
should
it.
be able to get this. Yeah.
Flame half track
This phone
though.
card doesn't ruin things.
Oh. No, it's gonna ruin it for sure.
Yeah. That's some penal barbecue on the menu tonight.
So making use of the forced retreat, but he's also forced to retreat. And oh, he's just the disrespect here. Runs straight in with the flamer.
Oh,
And
he's
now
gonna get him with essential though.
Yep. So that
I think that shot blocker blocked that line of sight. He didn't know it was coming.
well, that was still a very cocky maneuver, running basically all the way into their base with it.
Yeah,
surprise.
but they definitely have the advantage here. Caesar's going straight to tier 4. He's gonna have enough for a broom bar as soon as he builds it.
Yep, and 4 also has his tier 4 down, so this is... Oh my gosh, BaoLiang going for a sniper.
Bit late.
Would have really helped on the right hand flank. VonIvan, his army is just so small. What is he? What has he been up to? Good grenade onto those grenadiers, but it's taking a lot of bleed charging in.
Ooh. Almost got that wipe.
Kind of surprised BaoLiang has gone for tier 4. I thought with this dire situation maybe they would have just gone straight for the KV2 because their fuel income hasn't been that strong.
I think he should have gone. I think one of them should have gone for tier 2 just to get like heavier AT guns and MGs out. It's so hard. It's so hard as double Soviets if you both skip out on tier 2. Like the utility it offers is, it's really important to have that. Especially when you're behind, you need AT guns when you're behind, or else tanks are just gonna run you right over.
Speaking of that, here comes the Panzer IV on the right hand side. Oh, juicy hit. Commissar in trouble now. VonIvan has no answer to this. Got one PTRS penal squad. That's not going to be enough against a medium tank. .42 missing its first shot there. And second shot. Oh, is he on the canister round still? He is. I was like, oh no. I was like, what's going on here? Is this some kind of bug? No.
Oh, Bao has gone double snipers. He got another second one.
Oh.
Interesting. Really doubling down on that.
And doubling down on the light AT gun, bringing in another one.
Kind of forced to, having no tier 2 and the P4 out in the field. But things are deteriorating pretty quickly.
Yeah, down goes another penal squad for VonIvan in the middle.
Do you think you would pick up a baby AT gun if you saw one, like decrude?
Yeah, in the early game, up until probably like the 12-minute mark. After that, if I just could salvage it, I would.
Yeah. Double P4, just gonna steamroll right in. Yikes.
Things are not looking good for the experts. They're still playing very conservative though, the Axis. G42 decrude in the middle. Wants to try steal it.
Oh, they might get the wipe on this V3 penal though.
Yep, that's VonIvan's only form of anti-tank currently, and there it goes.
T-34 out. Let's see,
Oh, Pack hits it straight away.
Just die right away.
Double Panzer IV there as well.
Yeah, it's gonna get out.
He's bringing it back in.
Oh, yikes.
And this is just a stranglehold now for the Axis.
Yeah. I find it like really common on this map where if in the early game you commit to like both players focus on one side, like you just get in this mindset of you have to go down the side for the rest of the game, and then you just never go to the other side, and whenever you do, you get shut down by like one MG or something.
Yeah.
It becomes really easy for the opposing side to just surround you and just choke you out like this. It's a really common mistake in my opinion, just doubling up too early.
Well, it looks like we're probably in the final stages of this match.
Is this best of 3 or best of 1?
Yes, best of 3. Sniper's in trouble now as the Panzer IV chases them towards the base. One goes down. Panzer IV blitzing out to safety. See, if BaoLiang had not ticked tier 4, he would have had close to enough resources for the KV2 right now, so...
Even then, I don't know if that would have been enough.
And there we go, VonIvan and BaoLiang surrender, throw in the towel. So pretty easy victory there for Caesar and Forres in game 1. Game 2.
Double OKW. Very cool. Wait. I think they messed up.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, never mind. I'm actually retarded. I thought the Brit truck was an OKW truck for a second. Oh god, I'm actually stupid. Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
Okay. Do you think they...
I saw double OKW on the UI, and then I saw the Brit truck, and I was like, that's an OKW truck. And then I realized I was stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Game 2. Double Sternpine is on the right hand side early for the experts, looking to do some damage.
Yeah. Maybe try to get a wipe on this section, but once again, they're doing like this thing where they double up on one side, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think
you're basically giving up the left-hand side for free, so the opponent automatically gets 50% of the map, and then you're contesting the right-hand side, which is just a lose situation for you. Especially with like OKW, like you have strong early game units, you can easily contest like both sides, I feel. Instead they choose to do this.
Yeah,
it's very interesting. I wonder what they're thinking.
And this could be an early spanner in the works, universal carrier.
Yeah, just gonna bully the Sterns out.
Yep, just trying to push them so they can't get the wipe on that Tommy squad. Tommy does indeed get away. And now the universal carrier is out there doing the damage.
We're losing a capture point.
It's going to be a real headache on this map, the universal carrier.
Yeah.
Ready to roll.
This map in general is just like, sometimes it just feels like you're running heads with the opponent over and over again.
Yeah, well, it's very small for 2v2. But what's he doing? Poor micro on it. Could go down here. And it does.
Wow.
He's trying to just push that Sternpioneer around with it. But it just went horribly wrong there.
Yeah.
So early loss for Forres.
Gotta be careful for that Sternpio DPS in the beginning.
Yeah, well, I think you generally when you go for a push like that, maybe you have like 2 or 3 squads shooting at that squad that you're pushing at the same time. But he only had one Tommy, which was just not outputting enough damage to force the retreat.
Yeah. Oh, this Vickers is gonna deal a lot of damage to these folks out in the open.
Yep.
What is Bao doing? He's gonna retreat. Okay, there we go.
So, shaky start there for Forres. Looks like he's gone for a fast tech as well. So, very low on units on the field right now.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Caesar's gone for a 4 conscript start. So,
Interesting.
yeah, very different.
Interesting.
I think we were both expecting some Maxims, right?
Say that again?
I think we were both expecting Maxims on this map, but...
Oh, yeah, for sure. Or snipers. Snipers on this map are a pain to deal with because it's so safe for them. Very hard to flank.
Armored cars can now be built.
But yeah, I wonder why 4 cons if there's no PPSH doctrine. Just believes in the power of the people, I guess.
Yep, maybe we'll get to see the Commissar to join them as well. That would be very thematic. Texas did manage to connect the fuel on the left briefly, but VonIvan's about to be pushed off there.
Yeah.
he remembers that the squad's here. Okay, that's a very late retreat.
Might be a wipe if the conscripts are lucky here on red cover. Oh no.
Very close call though. Uh-oh. Senior grenade goes in. He's trying to stay in there, yeah. I was going to say, there's no way he can safely backpedal to the building there, but honestly,
he might actually lose this.
Yeah, VonIvan's got 2 squads in the retreat path.
Yeah, if he body blocks with this last folk squad, he might be able to, but no.
It doesn't do that. Still. Ooh. Oh, close call.
Very close.
Okay, here's a sniper, but it's the British one. Opens up
so
there.
Satisfying seeing bodies explode with that with that boy's anti-tank gun.
Yeah. Brings the thunder for sure.
Definitely one of the cooler looking infantry models.
Yeah, it was such a huge gun to be carrying around. One man.
I don't think he even has a scope. He just uses like iron sights on that thing.
Oh, that looks like a scope to me.
He's got a... Oh, he does? Does he have a scope on the...
Looks like it.
I think that's just like the magazine stuck on, and then...
I thought the magazine was supposed to be underneath it.
No, the boy's anti-tank gun, it's on top.
Oh, it's on top, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of admiring his gun. Back into the action. Maxim finally.
Once again taking total control. Both fuels.
Student Pioneers could chase this sniper. Why isn't he retreating it? Oh, has he forgotten about the sniper?
Oh, there he goes. Red cover? Nope.
Oh, why does he have the sweeper out right now? Put it away, mate.
Some this micro going on.
Might have been able to get the wipe, honestly, if he had all 4 models shooting there. Here comes the AEC. Yeah.
And Puma in response from VonIvan. Wonder if he was waiting to see like what light vehicle, or if they would get light vehicle and all, but
yeah, it could do, because going for a looks at this stage might be a bit dangerous with the AC on the field. Caesar making a nice push here through the middle on the back of that Maxim.
So we do see tier 2 come out. Nice.
Got the Molotovs as well, which is good to see. And this is not looking good for the VonIvan's team here. The experts getting chopped up. It's just their team movements here just seem to be a bit shaky. You mentioned, yeah, like double teaming one side, and just the follow up from that doesn't seem to be too strong.
No. Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, like, I've been watching, like, Von stream, like, these past couple days, because he's been streaming a lot with Bao, but I was wondering why they insisted on doing double OKW over mixed.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're the 2v2 expert. Tell us why you think that's not as strong.
Well, I guess, like, the only thing that I can think of is, they think like the early game advantage of the Sturms and Kubel is like enough to justify going that. And maybe like they have some sort of like late game strat formed around that with the Sturm Tiger plus something else, but it doesn't really make any sense because in this tournament you have to play with the preview commanders, and none of the preview commanders are particularly strong in the late game other than elite armored. So maybe like double Storm Tiger, maybe? I don't know, but Storm Tiger is so bad too, so I actually have like no clue why they would do this. Like you need Austere for like the packs and the MGs, like the utility. It's so rough without them.
Yeah, and the sector artillery as well. It seems to be pretty strong nowadays.
All infantry squads can have an additional infantryman.
Man, Caesar's just got
Sniper gets a critical on the Puma.
Oh man,
Capture point. That's right.
who's gonna win this?
Gonna come down to the last shot. Oh, they both drop out.
I was gonna say Caesar's just got an absolute lockdown on that left-hand side.
Yeah. Once again, they're just like forcing the opponents to go down one side, and then they just choke them out. This is like very similar to what happened last game.
Yep. Now Caesar's actually coming over from that side, putting the ISG in tough position. Going to be able to flank these machine guns. Oh, that's double ISGs actually for Bao.
It's pretty good on this map. You can just sit behind like the shot blocker right here and
Nice racket in positioning. T70
gonna get a wipe on this conscript, I think.
Yeah. You better hope so. It's his entire army. Oh man, that's...
Oh, that is one beefy Ziz. Jesus.
Finally goes down. AC's there to try and defend it. Oh, he lost a squad picking it up. And it gets decrewed instantly, the entire British army there.
Everyone just shooting like 10 meters away from each other. The T70 goes down to the Puma, I guess.
Whoa! I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that was like a max range shot or something.
He wants to stick around to get the kill on the Zis. Got more folks coming up, throwing an incendiary grenade. Oh, those are...
Well, AC's gonna come in, try to take advantage of the reload of the Puma. I don't think he can finish it off, though.
Good with the target treat there.
Oh man, look at this Schwer placement.
That is very ambitious, but I suppose that will... Uh-oh, AC in trouble. Oh!
Missed shot.
Well, that means they've basically pegged themselves into locking down this right-hand side the entire match. They move away for an instant, they could lose it to something like a SU-85 or AT gun push. Very dangerous strategy. 4Res has locked in Royal Artillery as well, so that we could see some Sexton action targeting those HQs.
Got plenty of munitions stored up too for if he wants to use a concentration barrage.
Yeah, and you don't even need the anvil for that. Gets the airburst shells straight away. But at least things are stabilized. This looks like a much closer match than the first one.
Having that Schwer there lets them kind of branch out towards the middle a bit more. But I think 4S is getting ready to attack this with an AT gun.
Yep, here it comes. And there's not much there to defend it. In fact, there's basically nothing.
Yeah, basically nothing. One ISG.
So he's probably going to try move it into... No, he's not even going to try push it.
Did he not know it was there? I thought
It just shot at his AC, so he definitely knows.
Yeah.
Man, that's a cheeky
Wow.
position. Yeah?
Yeah. They, Axis have total control now.
Yeah, yeah. That's the magic of VonIvan.
This Schwer is getting them so much map control, actually.
Puma chasing in against the AEC. Doesn't quite get the kill, though. Yeah, things looking now grim for Season 4, Rez.
Yeah, Flores needs to shift on over to the middle or left. If he just like positions himself on the right without killing the Schwer, he's not really doing much.
Oh, Caesar's making a little bit of a breakthrough there. His Maxim providing some good suppression. Combined with the conscripts, you know, with the Molotovs to force the enemy units out of cover. It's actually been very effective. Very vintage Soviet style.
Is it at a vet too that the conscripts can throw the Molotovs faster?
Yeah.
I think it is.
25% faster in vet 2.
Bao's gonna have enough for a P4 pretty soon. And I guess there is a decent amount of AT on the ally side, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yep, Caesar actually rebuilding is this right now.
Wonder what tank Caesar's gonna go for though. If he'll stay on tier 3 or if he'll go to tier 4.
Yep, well, vintage strategy, you know, with the Brumbeer on this map. So also the warfare on this map's very strong. But you're not going to see either of those.
Yeah.
Sorry, but we're being bloody shot at. We have 300 points.
I mean, all rocket artillery is pretty busted on this map. It's just too small. It can be basically like shooting right outside of your base and hit the enemy front line.
I mean, the Axis maintaining control here of double fuel.
Yeah. They just, allies were kind of forced to give up on the right. I guess they just think they don't have the tools to get rid of the Schwer at the moment.
Oh my god!
Man, mortar.
What? That is so unlucky. Just like a random.
The Soviet mortar sucks.
Yeah, just like a random barrage into the fog catches the retreating squad. Oh my god. Okay, now we're going to see the concentration barrage. Oh! Oh my god, the airburst shells blinds the Puma.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He has to back it away.
Yikes.
It could have saved the AEC right there, honestly, that blind.
Yeah. He didn't even pop smoke, the AC, so that would have probably been a kill.
Soviet mortar actually doing some good damage to Vet 2 already.
It
Oh,
is
look at
more
this
accurate
Rakiden.
than the Austrian. Oh.
Right at the
Okay. Alright, just gets one shot off and then time to go home.
Well, I mean, that's one way of doing things. That's very cheeky. Knows exactly.
I guess he was hoping for like a Katyusha or something.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious if it was a Katyusha and just one shot it right off the bat. I would be so mad. Oh, Sturm Tiger's out for Von.
Uh-oh.
Skadoosh.
Yep, can still get the job done on team weapons like that. Things looking very good for VonIvan and BaoLiang.
Yeah, steady fuel income so they can get all these heavy hitters out. Von will probably go for a Stuka next, I imagine.
Yeah, doesn't have any other options really because
Yeah.
hasn't got his other stage of tech up though. He does have elite armor, so can use the heat rounds on the Puma, makes it a lot more powerful.
Yeah, lets him go like toe to toe, like T-34s and Cromwells even.
Yep.
So do you know if the Sturm Tiger like still gets the abandon critical when it's moving with while it's reloading?
I heard that you can still abandon the Sturm Tiger. Yes, I didn't actually fully test that. That's one thing I I remember thinking like after I made the videos about it, I should have tested, but I read somebody tested it and it still can happen.
I guess people can still do the glitch where like they do a reload and they just attack ground like the their own Storm Tiger with like tanks and stuff to force an abandon, and then they call in another one for 2 Storm Tigers.
Yes, I heard that is still possible to do. Thank you for
Wonder if, we'll
letting everybody in chat know that abuse.
I mean, it's in the game. It's not
Puma going in with the heat rounds. Oh, but he bounces even with the heat rounds. Oh, that was critical. Centaur getting super lucky there. The Pumas actually doesn't have very strong penetration long range. I think it's maybe like 80 before...
yeah, it's quite poor. But it does have that huge rate of fire, so it kind of makes up for that a little bit. Ooh. Vaughn just loses a conscript trying to pick up an MG.
Oh, and he
just kills his MG. Alright.
And now look at VonIvan's army. He's got like 3 squads basically.
Yeah, he's got like no infantry. A little alarming. Oh,
and catches the tier 4 going up. He's got to cancel that, yeah. A bit late though. Already down to half health. Means he only gets half resources back. And now actually the allies have got a pretty sturdy armored force as well as a Sexton.
Sexton coming out.
Yeah.
Nice. Should be fun to see.
Fories has made really good use of that target treat on the AC, constantly activating it. Oh!
Oh, nice shot.
The Centaur ACAC tank has been destroyed.
Come up to Vet 4 now.
Yeah, that thing is beastly. Oh yeah, Vet 3, that's when it gains its bonus damage as well. So now with the heat shells, it's going to be doing even more damage.
Does it 3-shot? Or does it 4-shot medium tanks with the heat shells on?
I think it's still 4 shots, but it'll be like 3 shots in a Faust. Which is nice.
I know it 3-shots a T-70 at Vet 0.
Oh my god! The Rakitten ambush takes care of the Sexton immediately.
Oh wow.
BaoLiang so enterprising with his Rakitten play there.
Some ninja Raketens going on behind enemy lines.
I don't think I've seen other players like do that before, you know, just like sneaking them that deep into enemy territory.
It's really common with like Korean players actually.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
There was like a period of time, like a couple months ago, where the Korean community was like complaining about the Raketen like all the time. They thought it was like omega OP because you could just like sneak it to behind the enemy lines and kill like rocket artillery in one shot and just retreat it back to base.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, nice wipe. Now Flores' army is looking a little thin too.
Uh-oh. Oh, and the main gun destroyed. No. Is he going to chase this?
Does he not know? Does Bao not know?
He's just not even paying attention, I don't think.
Yeah. That was free kill right there.
T-gun trying to come up for Flores, but sees a machine gun there. Backs away.
Stuka firing for Vaughn. Should be some good hits. Oh, just threads the needle on that on that mortar. Yikes.
Maybe he's going to like the 200 IQ Stuka barrage there, expecting Caesar to move, but
expecting the players to be good and move. But then maybe Caesar's, you know, just one step ahead and he knows Vaughn's sneaking this, so he just doesn't move at all.
Exactly, that's the 300 IQ play.
There we go. Hoping to see some KV2, but went in KVD. Storm Tiger's rolling up.
AT gun decrewed just like that.
Puma
Oh
gonna
my
follow up
god.
to kill her.
T-34 coming in on the flank, but Puma's there in support. Vet 5 now, what a beast. Spitting out those heat rounds. Allies trying to make a push on the right hand side here, but the Schwer is locking it down. No AT guns coming up to try and knock it out either.
He called down a concentration barrage on it, so it's going to do a decent amount of damage, but I think it's not enough to kill.
Especially if the shells keep missing like that.
Yeah. It's a little unlucky there.
Second Storm Tiger now. This one's for BaoLiang.
Just one by one, destroying all the AT.
I think with the Storm Tiger though, it often leaves the AT guns decrewed like that on super low health, so...
Yeah, because it's because of the change they did a while back, like a year ago. The Storm Tiger used to be able to break like crew weapons with one shot, but then people thought that was like really OP, so they made it so like you can't destroy crew weapons while the crew is still alive.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
And Caesar loses that 6-pounder there on the left hand side. Going to be stolen away by VonIvan.
Yeah, it's looking really rough. That Schwer just gave them so much map control on the right hand side. It's double Storm Tiger. Yeah. I guess that's what their plan was all along, just to go double Storm Tiger and just blow away their opponents, grind them away.
Well, that does mean that we will most likely be seeing a game 3. I mean, I'm not going to count Allies out yet, but I mean, Flores has 31 supply, so it's he's been suffering a lot to those Storm Tiger wipes, and also losing his Sextant immediately. It's got to be...
Yeah, that was pretty good play from BaoLiang. Double Recatons. Is the third game on the same map, or?
I'm not sure what the rules are. I hope not. Who would have a VP selection? Both of these have been pretty one-sided victories. Oh!
Oh wow!
Oh my god! Total destruction, but he gets his allies AT guns in the process.
I'm sure those Recatons will be awarded the Iron Cross posthumous. Oh my god, I can't speak.
Neither can I, because these are some incredible Storm Tiger shells.
Is the Puma gonna get the C-34?
Could do. Tech round through the smoke, one more shot.
Oh, hits the other one instead.
And he gets the other one.
Wow.
This
I
Puma
guess it is
just
a 4-shot kill. That was a lot of damage.
beast
Jesus.
mode.
Wow.
5 vehicles destroyed for that Puma. He's having a good day at the office. And that was pretty much all of Caesar's armor there. Both his T-34s going down. He's got a Katyusha now, but I'm not sure if it's going to be able to do the job.
Flores has 0 infantry right now. He has 1 Royal Engineer he just made.
Oh, but BaoLiang's running right into this Katyusha barrage.
Oh, is this Storm Tiger gonna get? No, it finished reloading. This one Vet 4 Sturm in the back line is just ruining everything right now. It gets suppressed.
Okay. BaoLiang, Sterntag coming up for another shot here.
Very aggressive.
Well, that's the thing with Sterntag. It does have a lot of health and armor. It can just kind of charge in there.
Just walk right in.
Yeah. It's pretty tough to destroy. Unless it gets like snares. It's pretty damn slow. Is he immobilized here? He is indeed.
The engine crit from the AC. Rakan sneaking up on the flank though here.
He keeps threatening to shoot the barrage. You can see the you can see the gun like raising and lowering.
Yeah.
But this Sterntag looks like it's gonna go down.
Firefly gets one more shot, I think.
Oh, so close to death. But the Puma, the hero Puma.
Oh my god, the Rakan in the back.
On the back. Wow, it's so sneaky with these Raketans.
These Rakan ninjas. He's not even gonna retreat it. He's just gonna. Okay, there he goes.
Yeah.
He's gonna run through the whole allied line and just get away.
Neither of these Axis players have activated the AA modes, so I'm not going to be shooting down these R2s. Oh, that's a good Stuka barrage.
Nice. Yeah, this game is definitely over.
35 VPs left.
I want to say that Vaughn had the VP lead in both games, so I think they'll get choice for game 3.
Based on this result, they probably want to select Axis.
Yeah.
Which side do you think's stronger at the moment, Axis or Allies in the 2v2s?
I think Axis. Okay, so I think Axis is like significantly easier to execute strategies in. Like if Austere player just goes tier 4, he just kills pretty much every single allied infantry unit with the broom bar.
Yeah.
Broom bar is like one of 2 units that I think are really OP right now. And then the other OP unit are commandos actually.
Commandos?
So, yeah, if the allied Brit player is really good with commando micro, he can just completely shut down the Austere player, like with just gammon bombs. Like you cannot have support weapons against commandos because they just die and they get stolen.
I don't think I've seen that, honestly. So here we are for game 3 between the experts, and I'm not sure what this team's called. 4 is, they've got an unusual symbol.
It's the Lambda.
Lambda, okay.
Wait, no. No, is that the Lambda? Ooh, I forget.
I don't know.
I think it is the Lambda. Yeah.
It looks like VonIvan and BaoLiang are going to stick to their double tier 1 strategy. I talked to them in the break, and they had map pick. VonIvan has map pick, so I guess Season 4 has had faction selection. And this is a very favoured allied map.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I wouldn't say very favored. I would say slightly favored.
Slightly favoured?
Yeah.
And I think this is like a map where maybe their double tier 1 strategy can shine, because there's some pretty long retreat paths on this map.
I agree.
And
if you're not careful, you can definitely get wiped.
Yes, I think this is where the double scout car can really shine. So we'll have to see if this strategy is now more successful on a more suitable map. Anyway, loses the race to the garrison, does BaoLiang, and thus that means that they can't really contest that fuel until they get the Flame M3, really.
A new Grenadier squad is ready.
First penal charging through the middle. Force away these Fox Grenadiers.
He's gonna catch this MG42 out of position 2 in the south as well.
Oh, that's costly.
It's pretty big.
That means his control of that fuel is actually not guaranteed now. This penal's getting cut down from multiple angles here in the middle.
Getting really low on health.
Let's retreat.
Down now.
But here comes the M3, and it looks like he's making a beeline towards the Kugel, but that gets away. Probably heard it crushing all the fences on the way through the fog of war.
Von's placing a really, really deep mine on that cutoff. I think he's gonna get spotted out right now, though. Yep, it's unfortunate.
But I mean, the Axis still have superior resource control in the early game. Still haven't managed to lose that southern fuel, even though it's not connected currently. So
I feel like Allies should be able to take back at least one fuel in the next minute or so with the flamer cars. I think both of them are coming online now. Yep.
but with the amount of fuel control that the Axis have had, that probably means a pretty fast tier 2 for Caesar.
Not sure what Bao's doing here, but
Well, I think we can see what he's doing. He's losing
Kinda
his
just-
M3.
yeah, that's a bit of a waste there.
Warriors out of contact.
That's the thing, you can't be that aggressive with the M3 when facing against us here, because it's just the Panzerfaust.
Yeah, I need to send in the Pinos first to mop up some grounds.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Oh, could this be wiped? Yes, Pioneers go down. So that's actually a big blow to Caesar, because as I said, like, he's going to need those to pull tier 2. Oh.
Yeah.
Is Von about to lose his M3 as well? Oh, it's just...
Oh, and they're stuck behind the behind the wreckage.
Oh no.
Oh no, they're not. Never mind. He did wipe a Sturm with that squad though, with the flamer car.
Yep, and finally getting control of the fuel in the north are the Allies.
Shock troops have arrived.
But still, double M3s down early for the Allies. Like, that's not what they would have wanted.
Yeah, they only get a Sturm pioneer out of that.
Like, you can, on this map, I feel like you can keep those M3s relevant until maybe like 10-minute mark.
Definitely.
So they didn't get the full utility from that.
Axis are also about to get double munitions, which I think is arguably better than double fuel in the early game.
Really?
Yeah. In 2v2s at least, I think in the early and mid game, you really need to prioritize munitions if you can.
Losing supplies to the enemy.
Because the thinking behind that is, as Ostier and Okidabi, you can just spam your weapon upgrades right away.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
And as allies, you do a quick tech up to bars or weapon racks, whatever, and then you get the weapon upgrades. And if you have double munitions, that means the enemy doesn't have munitions. So you have like this huge infantry power advantage over your enemy with the weapon upgrades. And that kind of snowballs into getting the fuels back and so on.
Interesting.
Just my opinion, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're here for. The 2v2 expert.
And like, you know, more munitions equals more mines, and everyone knows mines win games, so.
That is true. Fourier is going for a battle group actually, which is a little bit surprising to me.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a pretty good map for like a Puma or the Looks. Just because it's such a large map, you can just so much real estate for your light vehicles to move around.
Yeah, and you're gonna need a counter for that T-70 too. That's definitely gonna be coming out eventually.
Get fire on that
Man, OKW healing is just so slow. You really need to build a med bunker.
Yeah, I think with most factions that have those medics, you need it's too much to stretch between 2 players.
The med
Except for
bunker. I
US
think
forces.
the med bunker actually heals faster than
Really?
the OKW medics. Yeah, I think. The OKW medics are, I think they're the worst ones, if I recall correctly.
Well, half-track runs over a mine immediately, so that's gonna dampen its impacts because Pioneer's currently engaged up on that munitions point, so it's going to be a while before it gets its engine damage repaired. And
Yeah,
anything you can do to
need it online too.
yeah, anything you can do to blunt that flame half track is huge, because that has such an impact at this stage. That's actually quite a late flame half track as well. I mean, during GCS2 we quite regularly saw them at 6 minutes 30. So this one coming in at close to 8 minutes. Probably delayed thanks to losing that Pioneer squad. Man,
looking quite rough for the Axis at the moment.
Yeah, they desperately need this flame half track in there doing some damage because they have almost no map control right now.
Bao is replanning mines on the road right now too, so it's going to be really rough for the flame half track to push out again. He might just run into another mine if he doesn't have sweepers.
Oh, there's actually a teller down there. I didn't even see that for Caesar.
Yeah. But I'm pretty scared for allies or Axis once this T70 comes out. These double T70s. If Bao decides to go for one. Yep, there he goes.
Yeah. Double T70s, yeah, that's gonna be.
I actually have no idea how Axis are gonna deal with this unless like he hits a lucky teller or something.
Yeah, and that's why I was so confused why he's going for the battle group, because just on a map like that I felt like you just need an answer to the T70s on a map like this. And like
you know it's coming too. They went double Soviet, so.
Yeah, well, I mean they saw that in game 1. They saw exactly the strategy. Knew what to expect. And look at this half track so late. T70's going to take a Faust though. And Rakitten actually moving up.
I think it should be fine.
Oh,
unless he keeps moving forward.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, you said don't know how they're going to deal with it without a miracle. Well, there's the miracle. T70 down.
I did not account for player error.
Like, only VonIvan would be like, yes, my T70's got a damaged engine, but I should just run it into the enemy with no regard.
Oh man.
He pays the price for it there.
Oh, what just died?
The
half track.
Yeah, where did it go down?
Where did it go down? Did it hit a mine or something?
Oh, next to the munitions point in the middle. Yeah, must have hit a mine.
Yeah.
Oh, flamethrowers go down there for VonIvan, so his preservation has not been too impressive so far. Oh, satchel! Oh, okay.
No. Oh, this flat capture is gonna run into this T70. Not be able to do anything though.
But I mean, we were wondering how the Axis were going to turn around, but here they go. Gonna have double fuel once more.
VonIvan VonIvan's army is looking really, really slim again.
Well, that should mean he's just got more focus to give to these few units that he has.
Actually rebuilt his T-70. Okay.
Yeah, I think that still has some merit actually.
Yeah. This Teller is still up though on that road, so it's heading pretty close.
He's heading right for it.
Oh no. Oh man.
He's right next to it. There is a pack down here, but only one squad of grenadiers for the Faust. See how this happens. Bao's T-70 also repaired coming in.
Ooh, this is really dangerous for Caesar's army actually.
He could lose it all right here, honestly.
Yeah, he actually could lose like his pioneers, his half-track, and his pack. He's probably gonna lose his pack for sure.
Things looking very dicey. He's backing himself into a corner.
This is in a pocket. It's time to close the pocket.
The T-70's pushing forwards. Flak half-track goes down. Oh, but
Nice.
could the T-70 go down in response? Attack
he's
round
fogged.
attempt, but gets out of there. And now the Faust damage has actually been removed, engine damage. And he's pulling back.
He doesn't know. Yeah, I think he's worried about Teller mines. Tellers are maybe like a Gren in the back. If he knew what the real situation was, he would have dived in for sure.
Yep. It's going to allow Caesar a bit of breathing room, but oh, the penals are there, right on top of the pack.
Ooh.
Oh, but the Rakitten's come up in support from his teammate, and
Nice.
a Faust as well.
Oh, the arc.
Oh, he gets it.
Just on the edge.
Well, that was actually pretty well handled by Caesar and Flores. Good teamwork there, bringing the Rakitten over to support. That's the thing about 2v2s. Yeah, they're not 2 1v1s.
It's true. I'm surprised that pack lived, actually.
Yeah, I'm
I thought
shocked.
I was gonna die for sure.
Yeah,
but-
Caesar held the line there very admirably. So transitioning into next stage of the game, looks like Caesar's putting down his tier 3. Still about 60 fuel away from a tank though. Bao is also putting down his tier 4, so I think if he does go for a T-34, he'll be able to get it first, since it's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, Caesar's got a bunker, but no healing in his base.
Maybe he just hasn't had the munitions to spare, you know, he's kind of needed them for Faust on these T-70s. And they actually haven't had very good munitions control in the middle, as you mentioned.
Yeah. No munitions for weapon upgrades even. That's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, Flores got full SDGs, but I don't think he's planted any mines, whereas Caesar has. Oh,
Ooh, these shock troops.
yeah, up to Vet 2 already. I didn't even really notice them, but must have been doing some really good damage in the north.
Can they wipe this Grand?
Oh,
Ooh, they can. Wow.
Remember, shock troops did have a slight improvement to their mid-range. Probably seeing it right there.
Oh, this pack in the middle.
Kitten's actually setting up for a shot. Risky stuff.
Oh.
But they get it. Loses the Rakitten in the process. Could lose the pack too. It's a big Soviet horde chasing after it.
Oh man.
And what is this?
For a Rakitten.
Yeah, is that going to be a 6-man Rakitten? That's the nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
Pack does get decrewed. Pretty favourable position.
I think they're gonna satchel it, yeah.
Oh,
Might
and he
lose his
loses the penal.
Oh no, that's not worth.
No. 2 satchels as well it takes.
Yeah.
could he lose this penal as well? Maybe not, but that's a lot of STG squads.
Axe is blobbing out.
Well, they really have to, because
Yeah.
getting boxed in. 2 fuel caches as well for Bao, so that's how much breathing room the allies have had. Putting this much pressure.
Yeah. Well, I was going straight for KB2, it looks like.
Fair enough. I mean, like, he's already at 12 command points. Like, this is a very high action game. To be at 12 CPs this early in the match. Looks like the Axis getting a few more machine guns now, though. That should steady the ship a little bit.
T-34 out for Bao.
Oh, very late. No retreat.
Oh man, yeah. Is that a kill? Yeah.
Yeah, you can't muck around with shock troops. I mean, you haven't seen them for a while because they've been out of the meta, but always been very powerful in those close range situations. Okay, P4 hits the field, force away the T-34. Caesar rebuilding his pack as well. Double machine guns here. How are these shock troops going to get away from this?
Smoke grenade, of course.
This is actually causing some headaches for these double machine guns.
Oh, another shock on the north.
Yeah, well,
shocks like excel in this like edge of the map role where they just prevent like single squads from capping back the fuel or something.
Yeah, kind of almost
send like a light goal or pretty big force to deal with them.
It's four in the middle, trying to get rid of this stolen Raketen. Looks like he's going to be able to do so. VonIvan not retreating it till very, very late.
Come on, Obers, you can do it. There you go.
Alright, as it crosses the road.
This T-34 is going in hard though.
Yeah. 2 AT guns on the field. Oh, satchel. Gets out there in the nick of time.
T-34 down.
Yeah. This tech structure actually contributing a lot of damage here as well, helping the Axis maintain control in the middle.
Man, now Bao's army is really what's going on?
Yeah, well, it's the expert's way. All aggression. Eye for an eye style of gameplay. And that is the KV2 for VonIvan, bringing that bad boy onto the field. It's going to have a very strong role in the middle, I imagine. Just hopefully they have enough anti-tank to support it, stop it from getting flanked. Though that said, I was looking at the stats for it earlier, and it actually has, I think it's 180 armor on the rear. So even against like a Panzer IV, like with a full flank, that's pretty high armor value. It's like the same armor value as like most medium tanks, or even more, in fact. Oh, nice grenade onto the retreat.
Nice nade.
Oh my god, VonIvan on fire with these shock troops.
He's in trouble now.
Double AT guns lining up here.
This doesn't look good for not a good angle.
KV2 pulling back. Shock troops still in the danger zone here, doing all sorts of damage. SU-85 for Bao there in support. sounded like that shot connected, but it actually didn't.
Yeah, 0 damage though. Just CO2 things for us.
But, I mean, looking at the VP score, actually very close to even at this stage.
Yeah.
So that does give Axis quite a lot of time to get back in this match. And army size is also very, very close between these two factions. It's just like the KV2 seems like such a strong option at the moment.
Yeah, there's just... It's I don't know. I'm a little worried for Axis though, because they actually don't really have too good of a counter to the KV2. Non-doctrinally, at least.
Yeah, without the option of the Elephant or the Yag Tiger, it does make things a little bit tricky.
It does. You have to go like JP4 or like a Panther dive in or something. But you really don't want to dive in against the KV2 because of mines.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at this top level. Mines planted all over the map.
Yeah. What you could do is you could make a 250, put the Minesweeper squad in there, and then use that to dive in with your Panthers.
Oh, there we go. Innovative strategies, making use of the new 250. Heard it here first from Lemon. Pretty low cost on that 250 as well. It's like 200 manpower. Machine gun just gets out of the building in the nick of time. That was a close call. Panzer IV getting forced off the south by the SU-85, but that's a pretty dangerous spot to be with the SU-85. Could get flanked quite easily. The KV2 just doing the damage in the middle.
It's only got 1 kill though.
Just the threat of it being there, it's like,
yeah,
what can you even do?
It's just the constantly shooting ML20.
Basically. Well, I think the shell's actually 240 damage, right? So it's even more damage than the ML20.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
So completely shuts down weapon teams in the middle.
We can now sabotage strategic points from that commander.
Super long range shot almost takes care of the pack. And Ivan's starting to get some booby traps down now as well. Shocks and penals in the north. It's probably going to be a dead box greedy out there.
Yeah.
Axis have managed to get down 1 fuel cache, and they're both in a stage where they can start to get some more units. I mean, Caesar's got 1,000 manpower currently.
1,000 manpower. You need to spill some caches or something.
Yeah. Panzer IV going in here.
Yeah, KV2 is in range of the Raketten here. If the MG doesn't kill it, one gets 1 shot off. There's... Okay.
Here it goes.
KV2 should be okay here. I don't think it's gonna die.
No, Raketten's there in support.
Yeah, Raketten's there to support.
He just doesn't even care. He's just leaving it there, set up in siege mode. Does not give a damn. He's got strong enough armor. So do you think that would be a good change for the KV2 now? Maybe decreasing its rear armor?
Oh yeah, I'm all for decreasing the rear armor of heavies, of every heavy. Like, you should definitely be rewarded for a flank. And if like your P4 just bounces a shot, or your Sherman or T-34 bounces a shot on the back of a Tiger, that's just so frustrating. Oh, this P4 might go down here. Man, Axis are just kind of running into a wall right now.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
A lot of stuff.
I think what Caesar's trying to do is bait tank over that Telemine that he's right next to there, but it's not happening. Oh, nice. Bundle grenade takes care of the flamethrower in the south. But this is looking grim for the Axis. Really having trouble.
Yeah. They really need to stop going middle with squads and go someplace the KV2 isn't until they have the tools to deal with the KV2. They're shifting bottom now, but that like whole engagement right before this bottom engagement where they were fighting in the middle is just really, really bad.
Yeah, they lost so much and gained nothing.
Yeah.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
So you're saying they should try playing the flanks until they have enough like tank destroyers to really make a push for the KV2?
Yeah, exactly. Because like, you know, we saw what just happened. They just ran into a wall and they got nothing done. They lost a couple squads. Like, it's just not good. You have to be very intentional about like where you push in the late game in 2v2s, or else like you're just gonna run into a dead end. Like see, like Caesar's attacking right now. What does he hope to accomplish? Like, what is his plan right now?
Yeah.
How is he gonna deal with this KV2 with the units that he has?
Well, there's a Jagdpanzer coming up from the south. Maybe that's... I mean, they should probably have timed this a little bit better.
Yeah.
If the Jagdpanzer was there this whole time, it might have made a difference.
Now, like, all the Grenadiers are forced off. There's no follow-up, no support.
Panther's coming in now as well. So the T-34 is going to go down. No, he switches targets to the Su-85. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh, no.
T-34 is going to escape, it looks like. And the pack gets decrewed by the KV2. Super long range.
Yeah. It's going to get even worse with Vet 2. Vet 2 gives it, like, insane range bonuses.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. You can shoot so far.
Oh,
with Vet
10
2.
more range a bit too. Wow.
Victory is at risk.
I mean, the experts here getting really aggressive with the AT guns. They feel safe under the watchful eye of the KV2.
Indeed. Ooh, there's a teller mine on that road. Gotta be careful with this P4 placement. The KV2 might just accidentally trigger it.
Gun crew has been lost.
Machine gun goes down to the penals right there.
Firearms have infantry.
It's Force doing some good work down here in the south now that there's no KV2 nearby. Oh, what is Caesar's just running right into this KV2 again?
Yeah. Just feeding it that.
Oh, he's blocking his teammate in as well. Panzer IV
no.
in trouble.
What's up?
P4 going in for a heroic flank on these two Su-85s. Panther
There's
coming
no
in
way
now.
it's until-
Oh, main gun destroyed. T-34 ram. Oh, and he got the immobilized. Oh my god. There's what, like a 5% chance of that happening or something.
Yeah,
that is
so unlucky.
so unlucky.
KV2 is in a bit of trouble right now.
One of our panzers has been destroyed.
But is it though? Everything bouncing off it. He's out of siege mode now.
It's not penetrating.
Yeah. That's the thing with the Jagdpanzer. I think it doesn't have that high penetration. It relies more on its rate of fire.
There's an abandoned P4 on the bottom side. Here.
Double Su-85s connect with the Jagdpanzer.
One more volley?
Oh, maybe even
that
some
KV2.
PTRS shells.
Come on, VonIvan, you can do it.
Not quite.
Ooh, KV2 is really low though.
Double AT guns.
He needs to stop shooting that thing. It's giving sight for the.
Seizing the sector.
Oh man.
These two pioneers are in there. Oh, but it bounces again.
Oh.
Maybe if you use target weak point there, I think that's a guaranteed chance to penetrate.
He missed like 2 shots before that too, before that deflection. It's just really unlucky. RNG just not going the way of the Axis.
No. So he's now transitioning into the Stug. I think it's probably a good idea, but might be too late now because one of these SU-85s up to Vet 2.
He's just now getting like LMG 42s on his Grens. It's so late in the game.
I suppose, I mean, they're largely up against PTR's penals, so Grenadiers can kind of fight those quite effectively anyway.
Oh man.
Oh.
Some stormtroops. What just happened?
Oh, in the north, VonIvan and Boris exchanged grenades. Like, VonIvan retreated through his own one. It was pretty funny. Things looking quite grim for the Axis though. Triple cap currently, and they're draining out fast. Oh my god. Stug gets a rude welcome in the middle. Double AT guns.
This is where the KV2 gets really scary with this range bonus. I don't think it can quite like attack, like auto attack as far as it should, but you can definitely attack around it. I have to double check. It's been a while since I've used this thing, but I remember it being a little wonky with the range increase.
Yeah, well, it does perform quite well with attack ground.
Yeah, it really does.
Okay, Pens is there, trying to get some hits in, trying to vet out. Because he's gone for Overwatch though, I mean, doesn't have access to the heat rounds, which would be really nice in this kind of situation.
Yeah. I feel like Overwatch was one, it kind of got the short end of the stick in terms of their reworks. At least in 2v2s.
Oh, you're talking about the artillery being removed?
Yeah, the sector assault being removed and like the LEFH, I don't know about that. Like the LEFH isn't gonna help you like deal with late game stuff, except for like SimCity maybe. But it's not gonna help you with ISU. It's not gonna help you with Pershing. It just doesn't make the commander very viable in 2s.
Is Pershing popular in 2s?
If like in the 1 out of 10 games you go against a USF player, they'll probably go Pershing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll see a change in this next patch with the broom bar dozer.
Yeah, and the M10 is also very expendable.
Yeah.
So BaoLiang putting up a brick wall here in the south, but this is a lot of AT moving up.
Yeah. A lot of AT and no anti-infantry actually in the bottom.
Oh, Flores loses his Jaeger lights in the middle. I'm not sure what they were up to.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, why do they keep sending squads into the middle? Like, I'm not sure what they're expecting to happen. Honestly. Maybe they're just so into the game like they don't have time to. Oh, that booby trap.
Yeah,
almost wipes that path.
Yeah. So booby traps have been changed so they basically cannot wipe squads, but they do heaps of damage.
Yeah. Oh man, Axis slowly getting grinded down.
Oh, there's the LEFH actually. Clears out the stolen Raketin in the middle.
Oh, is it shooting at the KV2 area?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, Panzer nearly Vet 2, but...
Gets
oh my god!
Everything's
Connecting! Double packs! KV2 in trouble! Oh, and the LFH gets it!
Oh, that LEFH. I spoke too early.
Oh, you doubted it, but it comes through huge.
Spoke too early.
Carnage in the middle. But
Is it
I
enough,
mean,
though? They only have 41 VPs left.
yeah, that's the problem. And they could even lose this Southern VP too. So here comes T-34.
These panic JLI. The back lines.
Yeah, without the infiltration grenades, they can't quite make as much of an impact with those kind of high enemy lines
Get wiped here,
deployments.
actually. Oh, they just barely make it out. Yeah, with this triple cap going, they're gonna have less than 30 seconds to get back out on the field.
Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna happen for them. A little little too late. Finally took care of the KV2, but
Yeah. Should just send everything into the cap circles.
yeah, they've got something in the north. Stormtrooper capping up there. It's one model though.
This engineer should be able to clear him out.
Let's consolidate. We are down to 10 points.
Late broom bar.
Yes, indeed.
It's too little, too late, I suppose.
Fire traps at key strategic points. Let the
Yep.
enemy take
KV2 just
LFH
offers so much time.
actually did really well this game. 18 kills. Like with only 2 or 3 barrages. That was pretty good performance. I suppose like in this scenario there's not really a good counter to it. Like easy bombing runs for these two. So it actually could be quite strong in this tournament.
That's true. There are no good off maps to deal with it.
But that's going to be it. Experts take this one in the third match. Well played by them.